having a good resume, a good CV, is important in finding your next job. And you've got to have a great profile on LinkedIn, right? But once you've created your profile and you've pulled together your CV, when it's time for the interview, it's time to talk. My name is Chris Westfall, and I want to introduce you to a very special online course that will help you to have the conversation that can carry your career forward. Because when you think about it, when your tools work for you, LinkedIn, the application, your resume, once those tools are put in place, the next step means that you have to share yourself in a way that's meaningful, that's powerful, that creates a tell me more from your prospective employer. In this online video course, you'll understand how to tell your story in a way that's clear and compelling, that's not pushy or over the top, and the key thing that you'll realize in this video course is how to talk about the elements of your past that might be a little difficult to discuss. I mean, picture this scenario. You go into an interview and the interviewer starts asking you about things in your experience that maybe you aren't especially proud of. Maybe you were fired from your last job. Well, how do you talk about that? Remember, bad companies happen to good people all the time. And just because you've been fired or you've had disciplinary action in the past or whatever the case may be, remember this. We all have experience, myself included, and I am who I am because of my experience or sometimes in spite of it. And I wonder if that's true for you too. Well, if it is, you owe it to yourself to understand how to explain and discuss the past in a way that's clear, in a way that doesn't try to avoid what you've done before, but in a way that creates a compelling reason for an employer to hire you. What is it that makes an employer hire anyone? I mean, at any company in the world, what is it that employers really hire? Well, when I think about that, I think that what every employer hires, from the janitor to the C-suite, from the waitress to the engineer, and everywhere in between, what companies hire is solutions providers. In other words, people who can provide a solution. They can solve a problem, whether that problem is how to get the food from the kitchen to the person who ordered it, or how to create greater profitability through a multi-billion-dollar international corporation. Now, wherever you are in your career, you owe it to yourself to understand how to turn your solution into an opportunity, into your next opportunity. And in this online video course, you'll see very clearly how you can discuss who you are in a way that creates interest, that creates engagement, so that you don't overshare. I mean, have you ever been there in an interview where someone says, so tell me a little bit about yourself, and 3 days later you're still talking? Yeah, there's a way to avoid that, and you'll learn how to be concise and precise with the information that showcases you and the unique solution you can provide, so that you can be that solution provider no matter where you are in your career. The key to your success, to your advancement, to your next opportunity is understanding how to tell your story. When the resume has gotten you in the door, now it's up to you. Now it's time to talk. And in this online course, you'll understand what to expect so that you can go into your next interview informed, and informed in a new way, so that when questions come up, instead of being a deer in the headlights, oh my God, what are you asking me that for? You can flip the script and you can say, I thought you might ask me that, and I'm glad you did. And come into the conversation with a greater degree of confidence, of clarity, and an opportunity to have rehearsed what you might expect in the interview so that it isn't happening for the first time. Now, even though this course will show you what you can expect, of course, the unexpected always shows up. There's no way to prepare for every question, but wouldn't it be great if you could go in with an understanding of what the interviewer really needs, as well as what you need in order to bring your story to life. That's the key in Win the Interview. In this video course, you'll see what success looks like. Of course, it's up to you what you make of this information. When you know what to expect and you have the tools to help you create your future, you're better prepared to do so. Wouldn't you agree? I hope so. And I hope you'll take a look at the course. My name is Chris Westfall, and just to tell you a little bit about myself, I currently write for Forbes on the subjects of careers and leadership. I'm the publisher of 7 books. My latest is called Leadership Language, and I regularly speak to audiences all over the globe on effective leadership communication skills. I wonder what those skills might mean to you as you go into your next interview, as you have that high stakes conversation and go through the interview process so that you can land your next opportunity, whatever that opportunity might look like for you. You see, what I share with my clients is that your success is my business. And I've built my career and an entire platform around helping people to recognize what success looks like by tapping into, well, the place where success lives, which, if you think about it, it's inside of you. And this course will help point you towards your own resourcefulness. You will see and experience new ideas, expansive topics that will open you up to the possibilities so that you can interview in a new way. Whether this is your first job or your 15th, you will see things that will help you to discuss your skills, your talents, and your ambitions in a way that's not pushy or over the top, but in a way that helps employers to see who you are, to understand what you can offer, and to recognize the solution that you can provide. If any of those things are important to you, you owe it to yourself to take this journey to explore what it might look like for you to approach the interview from a new place, a new perspective, a perspective that expands your possibilities and provides you with the kind of confidence so that you walk in not being arrogant, but being able to be yourself. When you are at your best is when you are able to enter a conversation without fear or worry, but coming into it with a clarity and a desire to share. Well, how do you get there? How do you create that? This course will show you how. This course will help you to open up to that place of possibility, which really, quite frankly, it doesn't come from some guru on the screen. It comes from inside of you. My job is simply to point you towards that resourcefulness and to share with you some principles of communication. Because when you hear principles, like a principle, for example, is the way the law of gravity works, or the way that a fulcrum works, right? Like a simple machine, a fulcrum. I mean, a fulcrum is the basis for a dolly, right? A dolly is like a cart with 2 wheels on it. And using a fulcrum, using a dolly, somebody's honking out there, using a dolly, you can move a 400-pound refrigerator by yourself. Well, how do you do that? You have leverage. You have a tool that can help you to do some amazing things, or at least things that you couldn't do without that tool. And that's what this video course is. It is a simple tool that is based on principles that will help you to move your career forward, to be able to move things that you could not move on your own, because these principles work. It doesn't matter whether you are watching this in Mumbai or Mobile, Alabama. These principles work. And when you understand the essentials of effective communication, you can make those principles work for you. I'm focused on helping you succeed, and I've built my entire platform around helping people to realize their dreams. So what is it that you're dreaming about? What is it that you are hoping for in your next opportunity? And what's the story that you will share, the message that you want to convey to the person or persons who can put you in that role? What would it mean to you if you understood how to have that conversation at a level that was deeper, richer, more confident, and easier than ever before? That's what's on offer. And I hope that you'll join me and take a look at this course. You're going to learn through these modules how to talk about your past, even if you've been fired or you have things in your past that maybe you aren't necessarily proud of. Here's a news flash: we all do. But because of our past or in spite of it, we move forward. Here we are. Isn't it time for you to take the next step and to move forward, to bring your story forward so that you can leverage the tools, the CV, the resume, all of those things, and create what I think is the reason we're all here, and that is service. It's the service that you provide to your employer, to your customers, to your clients, that service that creates impact, that creates that sense of fulfillment, and it creates your paycheck. So let's look in the direction of service. Let's look in the direction of the impact that you can make as you take the time to elevate the conversation, to accelerate your career, and provide your prospective employer with everything they need to know to make the right hiring decision. My name's Chris Westfall, and I've been recognized as the U.S. National Elevator Pitch Champion. I'm committed to your success, and I hope that you find this course to be of value as you begin or continue your journey. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side.